What happens when a nation under sanctions builds an AI war machine? Not with billion-dollar budgets nor Silicon Valley tech, but with off-the-shelf parts, and ambition written in code. Iran has quietly built a battlefield brain, one that flies, crawls, hacks, and hunts. Autonomous drones in the air, UGVs on the ground, and satellites above. But worst of all, it's got deepfakes in your feed. This is a multi-part AI war series on Iran's autonomous military evolution. In the silent dark night of a Ukrainian night, a buzz begins. Not from a jet, not from a missile, but from a $20,000 drone, tracing a path written in code. It doesn't blink, it doesn't waver, it doesn't forget coordinates. It's not here to return. This is a Shahed 136, a loitering munition, a kamikaze drone, guided by GPS adjusted by algorithm, and it makes the beginning of a new kind of warfare. Warfare where AI doesn't just assist, it decides. In past wars, an air power was just a tool of the rich. Jet fighters, precision-guided missiles, and satellites in the sky. But Iran changed this equation. Cheap, lethal, and AI-guided, Iran's kamikaze drones like the Shahed 136 had rewritten the rules. They didn't need pilots, they don't need runways, they don't even need real-time communication. What they need is data and a target. The Shahed 136 doesn't look like much. It's delta-winged, pusher-propped engine, but it can fly over 1,000 kilometers, carry a 50-kilogram warhead, and fly long enough to dodge most radar. Its guidance is automated, driven by internal navigation and GNSS. The newer variants? They're smarter, outfitted with AI modules, cellular modems, even vision systems. In Ukraine, soldiers nicknamed it the Flying Moped. It comes in swarms, launched from trucks in batches of 10, 20, or 50. The goal? Overwhelming air defense, not with complexity, but with quantity. $1 million missile to stop a lawnmower drone. That's the economics of modern warfare. Iran's drones made their battlefield debut in the Middle East. It was in Ukraine that the world started paying attention. In late 2022, Russian forces began deploying Shahed 136 in mass, rebranded as the Jurin 2. They struck power stations, fuel depots, apartment blocks, they terrorized civilians, and they forced Ukraine to adapt. From Kyiv to Kharkiv, defenders scrambled, machine guns, stingers, searchlights, electronic jamming. But for every 10 Shaheds launched, even one breakthrough meant a successful hit. The message was clear: AI doesn't need to be perfect, just persistent. So what makes these drones AI powered? Start with navigation, autopilot, software dynamically adjusting for terrain, and computer vision, a camera, plus terrain model allows terminal guidance even without GPS. Some recovered drones in Ukraine were equipped with 4G modems and image recognition hardware able to identify targets and course correct mid-flight. Others used Iridium satellite links, enabling human operators to steer the drone via real-time video. And the most advanced prototypes? They hunt. Fed with an image of a ship, a radar array, or a transformer station, they find their match. No GPS, no remote control, just machine sight and a payload. The Shahed is just the beginning. In August 2023, Iran revealed the Mohar 10, a Reaper-style combat drone with 2,000-kilometer range, 24-hour endurance, and precision-guided bombs. It can carry 300 kilograms of weapons and is built for loitering and striking. Then there's the Gaza drone, a high-altitude behemoth named after the Palestinian conflict. With a 21-meter wingspan, it cruises 35,000 feet for up to 35 hours. Fitted with radar, thermal optics, and satellite links, it's Iran's version of a strategic hail drone. Both the Mohar and Gaza are signs that Iran isn't just building weapons for now, they're building an ecosystem for cheap one-way attackers. Iranian military doctrine doesn't just favor drones, but it's been reshaped all around them. Launch from distance, let them fly low, program different routes, and attack from all sides. It's not swarming in Silicon Valley sense. These drones don't talk to each other yet either, but it seems like a swarm, a wave of machines buzzing in, too many to track, too many to stop. And each time a Shahed gets shot down, it teaches Iran something new. They're evolving, adding vision, adding speed, reducing GPS reliance, and somewhere deep in Tarstan, Russia, is now producing them too. The IRGC Aerospace Force, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Russian forces in Ukraine, they all use Iran's drones. Some are rebranded, some are locally assembled, all traced back to Tehran. In Yemen, Shahed clones struck oil facilities in Saudi Arabia. In Iraq and Syria, militias targeted U.S. bases with drone attacks. In the Red Sea, Houthi drones began hitting shipping vessels, some guided by satellite links. Iran itself launched over 100 drones at Israel in a single night, a historic first, Most were intercepted, but the statement had already been made: distance is no longer protection. You've probably seen it: a dark sky, a red tracer, and a sudden explosion. Drone buzzing caught on a soldier's phone, civilians filming from balconies. Moments later, impact, screams, a city block without power. Shaheeds crashing into substations. The battlefield has become a laboratory, and the footage is its record. The West responded: sanctions, tech export bans, and air defense upgrades. Ukraine deployed everything it had, from missiles to microwave jammers. Israel upgraded Iron Dome and deployed their laser systems. The US Navy shot down drones out of the sky in the Red Sea, and analysts around the world began pointing over drone fragments, tracing part numbers. But no matter how many they shot down, more were coming. They're cheap, they're easy to build, and their code was improving. The power of these drones just isn't in their wings, it's in their wiring. AI lets them operate without guidance and bypass jamming. Autonomy means scale, and scale means chaos. In modern war, it's not the smartest system that wins, it's the one you can't stop. Iran didn't invent loitering munitions, but they industrialized them. And with every battlefield strike, the message is clear: this is how AI fights wars. They don't need pilots, and they don't need satellite networks. They don't even need a perfect aim. They just need a little machine vision and a long runway. It used to be about overwhelming force, and now it's about overwhelming computation. And Iran's Shahed drones, they aren't just weapons. They're algorithms with wings, written in Persian, tested in Ukraine, flying into a future we may not be yet ready for.